Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you here today. We're going to be taking a look at a DVD that I picked up in that $5 Friday unboxing that I did from WWE, I believe, last week. This, of course, is going to be the Kevin Owens story, which is Fight Owens Fight. Here we see on the cover, we see Kevin Owens posing with the WWE Universal Championship. He had a really big run in WWE. And I have had points in WWE where I've sort of been hot and cold on Kevin Owens, not, sort of as liking him as a wrestler, but just noticing that there definitely was a time when I didn't think he was getting used as well as he could. To me, honestly, even though that he is a heel, Kevin Owens is probably one of the biggest performers on the WWE main roster that I can connect with, and on a fan to superstar sort of meaning. Kevin Owens, to me, he came out and he said it himself. He's not a wrestler. He's a prize fighter. He's easily looking for the biggest matches that can provide for him and his family. And he's going to go out there and he's going to do whatever he has to do to get over and make him one of the biggest names on the roster. And I think he's been able to do that, whether if that's him coming out and confronting John Cena, or if that's him, having, ladder matches at WrestleMania, or picking up the scraps of the Universal Championship after Finn Balor was injured and taking that championship on a run for 5-6 months before losing it to Goldberg. This is one that I think was released on Blu-ray, but I'm not 100% sure. It might have been a DVD only. I know that WWE is sort of moving away from releasing Blu-rays. I'm not sure if they're just not as popular as what it is, but one of the things I've always missed the past few years about getting releases on Blu-ray is how cool the DVD boxes are. Open this thing up, you see there's Kevin Owens with Chris Jericho in the list. You see Kevin Owens jumping off, looks like onto Big Kaz right there. That's probably in that fatal four-way where he won the championship. And then, of course, you open it up even more, and that exposes the discs. And under the discs, you find really cool pictures like this is going to be Owens, Fight Owens Fight with the NXT title. So it'll probably be him in the Intercontinental title. I'm looking at the white belt. There he is right there. And this has to be him with either the U.S. belt or with the... Oh, there he is. The Universal Champion on the Kevin Owens show. You don't get those with the Blu-ray. You just happen to get this, the listings put behind the actual discs. You can actually never really see them that well because of the blue DVD case. So I'll move this over a little bit, see if we can get some better light action here. I'll flip through this really fast because I always do this before I ended up watching the actual documentary and don't want to get anything really, sort of spoiled for me here. It's pretty cool to see them actually put the listings on here. I know for a while with DVDs back in 2010, maybe 2011, they stopped putting the little paper leaflet in there. That was what got me actually connected to WWE DVD News because they were actually making them where you could print them and know the match listings that were going to be in there. You've got some special features here that are always sort of not included with the documentary, but sort of filmed during that time. And there's been times I actually like the special features more than I like the actual documentary stuff in there as well. But we get into it here. We see Kevin Owens' debut match against C.J. Parker on the R Evolution show. We see him going up against Sami Zayn at NXT TakeOver Rival. I don't think this has ever been released. This is from the San Jose event, WrestleMania 31 weekend. Kevin Owens confronts Sami Zayn. That might have been shown at NXT, but I don't think so. We see Kevin Owens debut to Monday Night Raw, May of 2015. I'm sure it shows you how fast he flew through NXT. He made his NXT debut of December of 2014. So, he was just there for a couple of months, and he was ready to go. From there we go to the Elimination Chamber, Owens versus Cena. Night of Champions Intercontinental Championship match of Kevin Owens versus Ryback. I can't even remember that off the top of my head, honestly. We go to the Royal Rumble of 2016. Owens versus Ambrose, last man standing match. I do remember that match. Owens versus Ziggler from Main Event. Wow. Have they ever put a main event match on here? Not the actual the main event of a show, but the show, main event. A show from Paris, France. Kevin Owens and Triple H going up against Sami Zayn and Dean Ambrose. Battleground, Kevin Owens against Sami Zayn. That was a damn good match. We see the Fatal 4-Way where he wins the Universal Championship. Kevin Owens against Roman Reigns, against Seth Rollins, against Big Cass. Kevin Owens against Seth Rollins. And WrestleMania 33, Kevin Owens versus Chris Jericho. As a wrestler, I don't think I've ever met Kevin Owens. I know that I met Kevin Steen twice. Actually, both times were WrestleMania 30 weekend. And one of my favorite stories was me and my friend Justin. We actually ate WrestleMania breakfast. We had all-you-can-eat waffles at the Drury Inn for breakfast at the breakfast buffet. And as we were coming up from eating, there was Kevin Steen eating his waffles. We had breakfast. With our story, we basically sat at the table, but we ate in the same hotel lobby. And I don't even think Kevin Steen was staying at the Drury Inn. I think he just happened to pop in for the free waffles to make the story a little bit better. But we see Fight Owens Fight, the Kevin Owens story. You can read this whole thing if you want to, but it's highlighted by Kevin Owens, WWE, the prize fighter, WWE Universal Champion. We see Owens versus AJ. We see Owens locking eyes with John Cena. Owens posing with the Universal Championship, which we never ever really got the backstory of why Triple H helped Kevin Owens win that match, I don't think. And then we see the WrestleMania 32 ladder match with Owens going up against Sami Zayn, who I guess was making his debut on the main roster at that time. Fight Owens Fight. This is going to be a good one. See what happens, guys.